Yeah, yeah, you pretty much always do, unless you're getting no cannons, because as you get progressively further behind, you get more and more gold from the cannons. So, you know, it is really trying to give you some sort of chance. Like, it's almost impossible to not get one item, you know, as long as you're surviving that long. So, it is pretty rough, but we are seeing Tristana. Tristana versus Tristana, actually. I think Uzi is going to have a pretty big advantage. I don't think Flash helps you almost at all, unfortunately, in this matchup for Nomanz.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of outplay. There's no skill shots. It's just auto-attacking each other. So
you can dodge rocket jump, but why?
Yeah, so I do think Nomanz is at a significant disadvantage just off the summoners here. I'm really surprised he didn't actually go for barrier himself.
And he flinched. Like, he just gave, like, you guys have equal stats aside from the barrier. Oh, okay, actually, this is actually better spacing. Yeah, this is good. This is Flash! This is Flash useful!
Oh, the reset!
No, can he get it? Okay, that's worth it, though. That's 100 extra gold.
That was actually a pretty sick outplay from Nomanz.
Yeah.
You know, to actually win that all in without barrier was pretty huge. He did time it out better. You know, got more out of his explosive shot, got the jump reset, actually, from triggering the full explosive shot, utilizing the flash. So maybe Nomanz going to teach us a thing or two here.
The problem is the wave is in the wrong spot. Nomanz ended up getting, I think, more overall minion damage. What's pushing towards Uzi, denying Nomanz gold and giving Uzi more to farm.
It should be okay, though. That's a fat stack of range minions, and with explosive shot, you can't help but push. So, you know, it should push back. I don't think it'll be too big of a deal. You know, both players went back with really no farm at all.
Yeah.
And the itemization is going to be slightly better, you know, arguably.
I mean,
here
it's not even, like,
he's going in.
Amount of things. That's good damage.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they actually spent the same amount on items. They both spent 650. In the fact that it's longsword, and cloth versus dagger those are the same costs. So
Uzi's going to have to go back to base, and this could actually be plates here for Nomanz if he's quick to realize it. You shove it in. Those first two plates are pretty easy to take down. He got the additional turret plate gold. Uzi may lose a cannon and 240 gold potentially here.
And he'll folk through the casters as well.
Yeah,
Rank
so
3 just like destroys the casters, so that's actually less time you have to spend. It's pretty easy to knock this wave down. This is one of the things I love about Trist is you can actually finish the wave while greeting for the turret, and most champions can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, Trist is very strong in that regard. We actually did see a lot of Trist in some of the internal playtests, and it was really doing well. It's interesting that it's Trist versus Trist here, though, because oftentimes it was losing to kind of these scaling champions that would wait and 1v1 you in the ring and these sorts of things. Because it can get very difficult to actually fully finish off the turret. We did see Caps do that, but it gets pretty damn tanky towards the end. And
with Eon cooldown, that's the all-in time, but Rocket's away in time to not get slowed. That's actually pretty solid. Cooldowns back up there as well, and yeah, Nomanz doesn't want to take the turret, the trade with the minion wave there. Gonna have to, but knocks the cannon down.
Uzi also got an earlier buy, or rather a more recent buy, so does have the extra dagger, has a little bit more itemization, has a health potion charge here too. Summoners are also going to be a lower cooldown for Uzi because that barrier comes up more quickly than the flash. You know, he is sitting with that extra little bit of advantage right now, and Uzi's up farm. He's going to be able to equalize the turret plate disadvantage that he had.
Yep. Big stuff there. So this is actually pretty good for Uzi.
Interesting.
Wow, defensive option. And Tavi's in general, like, gold efficiency-wise is actually not great. The actual math on the 10% less auto attack damage is not great. It's worth like 15 armor at sort of this stage of the game, and 15 armor is 300 gold. You're kind of spending more than 300 gold on the Ninja Tabi combine, so it's not an amazing item.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I think it's one of those things where you have to be getting a lot of use out of the move speed on the boots to really kind of justify it, right? You have to be saying, okay, I really need this move speed to dodge X or Y. You know, perhaps you're saying, I want tier 2 boots to be able to chase down my opponent, and then, you know, in that sort of a situation, that makes sense. You know, to get the extra auto attacks off with explosive shot up or something like that. But they are both going tabbies here. Uzi still ahead on itemization because of the additional farm that he had when he went back. Has the Vamp Scepter over his opponent.
Yeah, what's really interesting to me is like, oh, this is going to be a good fight. This is decent damage. Actually, doesn't get the slow there. The knockback, it's almost enough! The barrier is going to be the difference maker! And Uzi gets the kill.
Oh, that was so close. Credit to Nomanz. He made Uzi work for that. That was, I think, our closest 1v1 that we have had. That was ridiculously close, actually.
The Nocturne Heimer was about as close as well, where the skill shot was in the air that would have killed Bob.
That's true, but no, that was the only one-kill game, right? This was a back-and-forth, 3-kill game early on.
Level 1 ace.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ace.
So, I mean, is it not? You rarely see double aces, and that one happened.
Correct. Technically correct.
Thank you. Best kind of correct.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
knew you were
Bazale.
gonna say that.
Of course. You set me up for it.
No problem.
A little bit of T-ball there, America's favorite sport.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm declaring this. I am the representative of America. You can represent Canada. Hockey, the favorite sport of Canada.
Yeah.
Maybe basketball this year.
Did you know that hockey's not the national
Go
sport of
Raptors.
Canada?
I wouldn't be surprised by that. What is it?
Do you have a guess at what the
What?
national sport of
The
Canada
national
is?
sport of Canada.
Yeah.
Curling.
No. It's lacrosse.
Oh, okay, cool.
Isn't that random?
I mean, kind of.
It's pretty random.
It's definitely not that popular of a sport.
No, it's pretty random, I would say.
Yeah.
All right, here, let's watch this one more time. We are going to have the all-in. So this is kind of where Nomanz got the advantage. He actually landed the W. He got a full explosive charge off, so he was able to actually reset his W and chase in. So he actually did get a lot out of the flash on the initial play, but we did see how it can be disadvantageous. It's more difficult to get something good out of the flash than it is to really get something out of the barrier, which is almost always going to be effective. And we were able to see that here when Uzi picks up that final kill. Being able to have that barrier, it was the last auto attack that made the difference, and Nomanz wasn't able to get anything from his flash summoner in that final all-in.
A really smart thing by Uzi was the fact that he actually ran behind Nomanz, so when Nomanz finally ulted him, he was in range still. If Nomanz had instant ulted, he's like, oh, I'm getting all in, I lose this, so he ults right away. I think that he survives and walks away and goes to the next wave. But Uzi got behind him where the ult came in, so he's still in range. The fight continues, and obviously, again, barrier enough combat stats.
And that's got to be one where, if you're Nomanz, you're playing that back in your head so many times because you know you're so close to taking down Uzi, one of the 1v1 champions from the past. Pretty exciting stuff. But